I'm Johan Durant, and this is the APTA Tour.
See you in Boston.
Hello and welcome to the APTA Tour. We are live from the Weston Golf Club in Weston, Massachusetts, bringing you the Boston Open Grand Prix 2022-23 APTA Tour event, which is the 8th stop on the APTA Tour. Presented by Remedy Plus and sponsored by the APTA membership, APTA national sponsors, Paddle Pro and Fusion, and our local sponsors. The local title sponsor is Discipline Alpha. Platinum sponsors are Labor LLC, Booster Air, Weston Golf Club. Our gold sponsors, Xenon Paddle, Owl's Nest Resorts, Bully Boy Distillers. Our silver sponsor, Narragansett Beer. And Anthony Cosmano, along with Heather Prop. We will be bringing you the women's semifinal match. And I'm going to pass it over to Heather for an introduction of the ladies' teams. Welcome, Heather.
Hi, Anthony. How are you?
Very well.
Great day, great night for paddles. So I'm going to look at the screen right now on our far side. On the deuce court is Charlotte Sikora and her partner hitting it overhead. And she's wearing all black right now. That might not change when she changes her clothes, but right now she's in black. And that's Allison Morgan. And they're ranked 8th in the country together. On the near side, in the deuce court, in all black right now, is Lynn Piro, and her partner is Macy Mendoza, and she is wearing a white and orange hat. They're currently 15th in the nation right now, but they have not been normal partners, so I think this is their 3rd tournament.
Great, and maybe we have a graphic here of how both of these teams made it to the semifinals. I think there were some upsets here. Heather, what do we see?
Yes, well, early in the round, we'll start with Morgan and Sikora. They had a early first round match. Their second round, which was the round of 16, was a 7-6 in the 3rd match. So they really were tested on that one, but they got through. And then they ended up going to play Shea and Sutter in the quarterfinals. I don't have the score for that, but that was an upset. So they made it all the way to the semis, so that was a great match for them to win. At the bottom is Piro and Medeiros, and they had a pretty easy time going into the quarterfinal match against Anika and Nicolescu. If you saw any of that, was a phenomenal match, and they were able to pull that out 6-4 in the 3rd set, and that's what brings them to the semifinals tonight.
I did see that, so we're looking forward to a very exciting match here today, and I do want to make sure we introduce and welcome our court umpire, Rick Eddy.
So I was telling you earlier, I do not think that these teams have ever played each other before. So I'm thinking that they will be doing a lot of kind of feeling things out. They usually most girls, I know the guys too, they have a book on everyone they play, so they pretty much have a plan how to play them, but I'm not sure they have that because I don't think they've ever played these teams before.
That'll make it a lot more interesting as well, as people, and we'll see in the very early on how quickly either or both teams settle in against their opponents to see how they will start with one strategy and potentially switch to another one quickly if they're still trying to figure each other out.
That's true. And of course, this is the Medeiros and Piro are pretty much a new team together. They didn't really look like it in their quarterfinal match, but Morgan and Sikora have been teammates, I think, for the last couple of years. So they're pretty much a well-oiled machine. But it'll just be interesting in how they all play each other and what kind of strategies they start to play.
Yeah, I think that favors the team with more experience as a team together in these new matches when they're playing against opponents they haven't played before. Teams that gel very easily and very quickly might have a little bit more advantage getting started. See how that plays out.
It's true. So just to give you a little background on this year, Morgan and Socorro won the Midwesterns. They won Cleveland, defeating Gio and Williamson. They came in 7th in Montclair, losing to Hanish and Zabori. 5th at the Cricket Classic, losing to Anika and Niculescu. And 7th in Detroit, losing to Anika and Niculescu. The other girls, let's see. Oh, they've only played 2 tournaments. They won Long Island, beating Cooper and Petrini in the final.
Okay.
And they played Detroit. They were semifinalists. They defeated Delmonica and Gebbia, and then they lost to Anika and Niculescu. So they've got a few matches under their belt for sure. And of course, they just beat the number 2 team in the country in the quarterfinals here.
Oh, okay. While we have a few minutes waiting for this to start up, we will say that this is the 3rd stop along the PTA Grand Prix Tour. Chicago Charities was first, Detroit. This is Boston. The next one will be in Short Hills, February 11th and 12th. It is 4 of the 13 total tournaments comprising the APTA Tour.
I'm noticing they're taking off their jackets. It's pretty warm out there, I think. Close to 50
That's
degrees.
Complete contrast to last year, if I recall.
Right.
Everyone was, you could see the breath of all the players.
Right.
For most of the tournament, this looks very comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Conditions look pure, nice and dark. The afternoon matches sometimes have the sun in the way. This looks like it'll be a very comfortable setting for semifinals.
Okay, yep. All right, so it looks like Macy Medeiros to serve.
Definitely feeling each other out early. Nothing, but they're placing the ball. A great variety around the court, trying to see what might present itself. Usher's first point.
So it's interesting. Morgan and Socorro are starting on different sides that they normally do. I know they've been kind of trying to work that out, but Morgan is on the ad side, which has been unusual. But
Yeah, I think I've only seen her play. I think I've only seen her play on the Deuce court. So I was thinking that when I saw the start, but I wasn't sure.
I saw them do this in one of the matches in Cincinnati in the Midwesterns. I think they kind of like to mix around a little bit. Socorro has a tremendous backhand, and I think she wants to use it more.
Yeah, she's lining it up, you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
The line. What are the favorite shots out here, Heather? Do you know?
also, I know Sakura loves her big roller.
It's a big roller, and
She's
she hits a good
very
backhand as
effective,
well. Yep.
very effective to the deuce side. Um, and that might be beneficial to them. I know Kiro is relatively new, so I'm sure they're going to test her screens out, first to see how she handles them. Morgan is just she's an all around great mover. She doesn't have a huge power shot, but she's very steady and she sets up Sakura really nicely. And she will blitz as well.
From what I've seen of her game, she's the strategist as well, as they do speak as they're talking together to start the second game.
Yeah. I
Nice
think
stuff.
you'll see a lot from Macy from that shot from Medora. She loves to blitz as well. So I think you'll see a lot of blitzing from her and from Cora. And I think they're just trying to figure some things out here early on.
Wide.
Yeah.
Definitely testing their blitzing or showing blitz on each of the three serves so far.
Lobs there. Excellent lob. I think Hiro, she really got worked on a little bit in her last match, and I think she's pretty warmed up now, and she's doing a great job in her corner.
Yes, I think that ball caught the corner. Or was that out?
Yeah.
It was in.
2-0.
To love with Kiro serving. Oh, that's a great lob.
Yeah. I think she probably should have lobbed that one, but, especially in the beginning, just to get that back in play again. But
yes. Yeah, I agree there.
Lob. Yeah, they're just, they might have to switch back, but it's good right now for them to see if, how well they're going to work with Allison on the ad side and the Sakura on the do side. They can always switch.
Yeah, it definitely looks. Yeah, it looks like Allison's going to try to get Charlotte's backhands. She's trying to lob down that line, and you can see Sakura is setting up for her backhand. We'll see if that starts to work. It's the danger of leaning. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, right, when she's leaning to her left. I think, too, since they've never played these two before, they don't really know what to expect as much. Hiro's so new. I would think I would be trying to figure her out as well. She's so athletic. I don't know if you've seen her play too often, but she's really come on strong. Last year she played with Vanessa Petrini, and they're probably their first year out. They did quite well. I think matching up with Maduris is going to be a really good thing for her. It's just going to bring her game to the next level. I'm not quite sure, Anthony, what her real weaknesses are yet. I haven't seen many in this match, but we shall see if Allison and Charlotte can find those weaknesses.
Yeah, and we'll see. It's a fairly quick 3 games to start out, and initially thought in my head that Sikora and Morgan would start out more comfortably, but I think the switching of the sides has them a little off their game. I do think they're trying to press a little bit to try to get Sikora backhands. And they both look like they're just kind of rushing that strategy and not letting it play naturally so far. So we'll see if they figure that out and takes them a little bit longer.
Obviously in the first couple games you need to get it settled down anyway. So
yes,
hopefully they can do that.
Good idea. Went long.
There's a big shot. Hero has been used to running those down from Nicolescu, so I think she's doing a great job of that tonight.
Yes, I saw that a little bit in the earlier match. I think she struggled a little bit on a few different types, so I think we'll see if Sikora Morgan heard the buzz on that, and we'll see if they try to take advantage of it, but she handled that one nicely.
Yeah, I think Hero Medeiros is just happy to hang back and hit some lobs and, be patient. They look very comfortable here at the baseline.
They do. Noticing that Hero prefers... patience led to that opening there. AC hit a very nice drive, kept it low. Pretty all. Looks like Hero prefers to take the ball off the deck if she has the option.
I heard that she likes to block a lot. And she's tall enough she can and then not let it go to the screen. Yeah, they're playing a very mistake-free game right now. Morgan and Sikora are making all the errors.
Great exchange there, good pressure.
Yeah, I just don't think the net team is doing anything to hurt. Although that's a good switch there, I believe having Sikora on that side is going to help them with her overheads. That was a great play.
Great spot.
I just think that Sikora can do a little more damage than Morgan on the overheads.
Yeah, I agree there.
Yeah. Do you think since it's so warm, I think some of those overheads are coming out a little too much to kind of setting up a good, rip by Macy there.
Yeah,
So,
clearly that's what Macy's looking for, and she's had the opportunity 4 or
yeah.
5 times already. So I think they're just, it might not be the warmth, it's just they're hitting their overheads just a little bit.
I formation here. Let's see. Okay, well, it's 4 love.
Wouldn't have picked it this way the first as we were preparing for this match, but I'm also confident that Morgan Sikora will figure something out. I know I've watched Allison play a number of times. She's a grinder. She's a smart player. She'll keep Sikora on task, and I think even if it doesn't happen right away, it will happen before this match is over.
Yeah, she will definitely figure something out. There's that nice roller.
Good pace on that roller. Not too hard, but right at the body, deep in the court. Pressing a little bit. They're starting to feel the set slipping away. Making not the best choices. Yep. Oh, that went wide.
Oh, the 2022-23 APTA Tour is brought to you by Remedy Plus. When you need that extra boost on the court, grab its great tasting, body fueling Remedy Plus bar and Remedy Plus shot. Do your body right with Remedy Plus. Well, Anthony, what would you tell the team?
What would I tell them? You know, I feel like it might be a little cliche, or it might be something that we say often, but it's absolutely true. Right now, it's keeping the ball in play and lobbing. Just lob, get in a rhythm. We know that both Morgan and Sikora are very capable players. They just look a little off balance. The way to get back on balance is to just play long points. Play long points until it just turns, and we see it in paddle all the time. They'll turn your way eventually if you let it. They'll play the long points, let it happen. Opponents aren't doing anything that's that dangerous, right? So they're just beating themselves right now. So stick around, longer points, good lobs. Let your opponents think about it a little bit more. Nothing to lose at 5-love in the first set. See if you can switch, switch the momentum before we start the second set.
I feel like they're trying to feel them out. They're trying to find some spots for them. That was awesome.
There, I didn't notice.
I think maybe Kiro thought that they had called the ball out, but it was coming from the other court because the ball on the baseline was good on the Morgan Sikora side. So I think that's what they're talking about, discussing. Interesting conversation. I really can't hear it.
Looks like they're playing the point again.
Okay, they're gonna play it again. I think the
by
pressure
Kira.
from Macy made her miss that. It was good pressure, great drive.
Both creeping in the court, either blitzing or pressuring the blitz. And they're definitely thinking about it.
Yeah, I think, that's unnerving for a server coming in and, being at the net to have someone always creeping in on you. It puts that added pressure for sure. That's lucky.
Great shot.
Yeah.
Right choice at the right time. Ball was short. She leaned into it. They're making all the shots. Kiro and Medeiros
Right, you're being,
are
I'm impressed.
not
So
giving
patient
anything
until
away.
they get the right shot. Yeah. And now they're kind of switching their strategy, going to Macy. I'm not sure that's
That
going
was
to
a
work either.
playbook point. They lobbed well, able to get Sakura off the net. Macy drove right at her feet. 3-point. And all the pressure seems to be on Morgan and Sakura right now. They look a little bit off balance. They haven't been able to get into a rhythm yet.
No. So I'm thinking that was just the first set. I did not hear the umpire on that. Did you, Anthony?
That's
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. It's
Yes.
updated now. Yes, that was just the first set.
oh, so that we
And I noticed they did not switch sides.
right.
Morgan
At 6
Sakura.
love, they wouldn't switch sides, but I thought they would take a break in between sets.
Right, or they switched their returning sides.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Good observation.
I
I thought, yeah, I agree. I thought they would have done that after this doesn't seem to be working out. Back it back fast enough there.
Yeah.
I think pressure plays a little part in this.
Sure.
Heather, do you think, Morgan and Sakura, they've had a lot of success. They're in the semifinals. The other team is a little bit unknown. Do you think they're feeling pressure sometimes that creeps in when you feel like you could win or you should win and not playing out the way you think it should?
Yeah, I mean, sure, that could happen. I just feel like Morgan and Sakura have been on the cusp so many times, and they've been to the semis. They just can't seem to break through to that next round, which is always difficult to do at a certain point, especially when you're playing such good opponents. Yeah, they just seem flat to me right now. I'm hoping they get it together. I mean, basically, the other team, they're not making any mistakes. They're not doing anything wrong at this point. set that. I think I just jinxed her.
You're right, they are. They're playing a very, very clean match. All of the pressure for Morgan and Sikora to figure out what's going on, it's on that side of the court. Hero, Garris, they're just very comfortable. Everything they're doing is working right now, and they don't need to overplay at all.
That's what she's looking for, that backhand through the middle. She finally got one she liked. And then that happens.
And then that happens. That's when you're in your head. I think Allison Morgan's in her head a little bit. They're both in their head a little bit, trying to figure out what the heck do we have to do right now. And when you're not focusing at the exact moment that you need to be, you make those mistakes. It kind of plays off itself.
Oh, I know I've been there. I'm not sure if you've played a match like that where it's, before you blink and you're down a set and, you're not sure what to do.
Yes, and I've played in many of those in my career. And the great thing about paddle is you can switch. It can switch back on a dime as long as you give it time for that to happen.
I'm just not sure what tactical plan they are going to take to change that. I just feel like they're letting Medeiros and Hero just control everything. It's pretty lopsided right now.
Reaching a little bit for that one. It's hard to figure out what game plan is right now for Morgan and Sikora. Hard to tell if they're something specific that they're shooting towards here. It looks like they're kind of all over the place. Pressing.
So they're both excellent pros. I've taught with them in our some camps. Allison is the co-director of rackets at the Birchwood Club in Highland Park, Illinois, and actually Charlotte just started her own paddle camp. So they definitely know how to teach and obviously tell their students what to do. So I'm hoping that they can somehow get out of their way here and put something together. Anthony, I really just didn't expect the snatch to be so lopsided at this point.
Right, me either. And if I had to guess before the match started, I would think if it was going to be lopsided, it would have been the other way.
It's like a rare miss.
That was a great point.
Point.
Allison was hitting some great probing lobs and opened up the point. A little bit more patience there. That's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to just move that ball around until they get an opening.
Or have lucky shots like that too. That helps.
A lucky shot can turn a set.
just need to get on the scoreboard. I think that'll give them some confidence.
Replay of an earlier point that worked well.
Okay.
Looks like they're getting the strategy down.
Right. Well, maybe this could help them.
We're on the board.
Yeah,
Those series of points that they played were certainly looked more purposeful. Allison Morgan is lobbing with purpose. Looks like she was clearly going down the line to open up Sikura's backhand, which we thought would be the play all along, and it worked. I think she won 2 points outright with her backhand, and strategy there. So let's see if they can use that momentum.
Yeah, and it is, I have to say, it is hard to for the winning team when you're up 6-0, 2-0, there could be a little tendency to get a little lax, and that's what it looked like with their volleys, Kiro's volleys. She kind of missed a couple easy ones. Sometimes you just kind of lose your concentration because has not been a real intense match yet. So maybe Morgan and Sikora can take advantage of that and kind of get on a roll. Yeah, Morgan did not get in soon enough on that one.
Yeah, she decided not to come in for some reason and came in well late.
That one. Yeah, I don't see Allison missing that many. Yeah.
I thought early on that they would test Kiro on the screens, and I haven't seen that all that much. But that last point looked like they were trying to make that happen a little bit more. Let's see if they stick with it.
I do like their formation. Allison kind of has an attackable serve, so I think they're doing a good job to maybe let that ball go through this game. We'll see what they do on this point. Yep.
See what happens in this point with Allison in the forehand.
Right. Kiro's doing a really good job of blocking, not letting it go to the screen many times. See if she stays back again on this serve. Yep.
Nothing seems to be working yet. I would recommend now at 3-1. Allison moving over the forehand the first opportunity she gets. See if they can get back into a rhythm.
That last play was great by Charlotte Sikora, just to come in and just, blitz. Aggressive. Okay, well, they put a little pressure on him at the net.
I think they've made a decision from Morgan and Sikora applying a little bit more pressure. I think it's the right thing to do right here. They both have great controlled drives. And there we go. That worked really well. So keep that pressure on. Drive a little bit more. The rolling drive. Harder drive. Mix it up. Drive 3 or 4 points more aggressive on their side. And it seems to be working.
Another game.
Yeah, that was a good game. More aggressive, more strategic. I think we're going to see a lot more offense now on that side. I think that game showed that putting a little bit more pressure on Kiro Medeiros will work.
Okay, here we go, guys.
We're definitely talking out a strategy here on this horse serving game.
They're going to test Kiro. They need to test her off the screens. They have to keep that ball. Most times, I would suggest not hitting the ball hard off the back screen. But I think to test Kiro, you have to keep her from hitting the ball off the deck. You got to keep her scrambling back off the screen.
Yeah, keep her moving. Keep her moving with the screens. Yeah. Just
Little indecision by Allison Morgan there. Caught Sikora off guard.
They're definitely trying to do something different. I'm just not sure that it's actually working yet. And that is frustrating. Try to find that answer. I think that was long. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Macy's putting so much pressure on the receiver that it's tough.
All right, it's 4-2. Heroes serving. I just think after a good lob that Morgan and Sakura should just switch sides in the middle of the lob just to give a different look and get Allison on the deuce side again.
Feels like they may have discussed that and then decided to stay where they are, but Allison Morgan is also clearly being a little bit more aggressive, and I think she's in her own mind saying, I'm going to force this a little bit more. Playing out of the backhand. So right out of the shot selection, half of those were drives, rolling drives, and I think that's what she's committing to now, and it's working. That worked for her advantage. At least 2 games this set, the 2 games this set that they won.
Yeah, just when you think they're getting it together, they make, hit a few little loose shots there, and they're down again.
I think this is a must-win game for Sakura and Morgan, and I think they feel it. Both teams feel it. And I have a feeling, if I had to guess, I think Allison Morgan is going to try to be the one who takes a little bit more risk in this game, and we'll see if it pays off. I think she has the ability to do that. She seems to like lobbing here down the line and then driving right back at her.
Yep. It's a good play for that was an excellent lob. There you go.
There it is.
Perfect. Yep.
That's exactly what we're hoping to see there, and I think
yeah. She's going to play that ad side. I think that's really what she's going to have to do.
Great point, good pressure.
Yeah.
That was an important game.
All right, we are at 4-3. Okay.
So Allison Morgan sees something working, and she will pick that apart until it stops working. I'd like to see. I don't know if she's if they don't feel that Sakura's backhand is playing as big of a part as they wanted, and that's why I think it would have been also a good strategy for them to switch sides. But if they're deciding to stay there, and Allison Morgan looks like she's going to try to drive that.
She did. She stepped up on that the last couple games, so that's good. I like to see that. Clear cut.
It's a nice point.
That was a perfect
Allison's
spot.
serve seems to be
Great aim.
the weakest part of these of the 4 games here, and I think they need to change their strategy there too. I think maybe they just stay back or in limbo for the transition from the serve to the volley.
Yeah, it's very true. Yeah, they need to mix things up so that they're not predictable what they're going to do every time. That one worked. I think, you know, having Charlotte up there, they're just trying to move her around. And just Allison's just decided to stay back. Okay. Got some rowdy people on the other court. Some
Trying to
big
get a
fans.
score update for the other side as well. Hanish and Zabori won the first set. It's a big point here. Okay, 4-all.
Okay.
Two
They're slowly
good
making,
games.
yeah, I'm encouraged. This is, yeah. They're
Let's
working
see.
their way back in.
See if Allison Morgan goes back to the same strategy that's been working. Lob down the line, drive down the line.
And now Kiro and Medeiros just have to make sure that they, you know, take out those little unforced errors that they're making now and, you know, buckle down for 2 more games.
I think
They
they've
can
been
get-
a little bit on cruise control because things have been so comfortable, and they'll
Right.
need to readjust.
Mhm.
I'll change.
Did they call that wide?
The ball was out. Yes, I heard it. I heard the umpire say 30 love.
Okay.
The score
Right.
is wrong on the picker.
Right. It should be 4-all, 30
Right,
love.
it's 4-all, 40
4-all,
love.
40 love. Right. Think they're kind of going back to clear again.
I don't like that play.
That's
I
not
think
the shot to go through on.
make her play off the screen. Gotta make Kira play off the screen.
Mhm. Okay, so that's game 5-4.
Sakura serving to stay in the match.
So they're trying a couple different things here, which is good.
Ball was out.
That was a good duck by Allison.
They got away with that one, but I still don't think they have a strategy in hitting overheads. Their overheads are without point, and
Right.
I think they absolutely have to be hitting to Kuro's side. Medeiros is not making mistakes. I think we have to force Kuro against the screen and see what happens. That's the only thing we kind of know. You know, Kuro is early in her career. Tennis players tend to take a little bit more time like that to get used to the screens, and I would be playing her all day on that screen and seeing what happens. Haven't gone there enough.
Right, I agree with that.
Big screen.
That's the nick.
.15. Okay, here we are, 5-all.
Well, Anthony, what would you say to Hero and they were cruising for so long, and now it's, they find themselves at 5-all. See them, they're talking.
I don't think they're worried yet. I think they feel like it's in their hands right now. I mean, that's kind of what happened that last game. They made some mistakes that weren't really forced, right? Unforced errors. I don't think they're worried yet. I think they need to clean up their game right after we see a missed volley there.
Right.
Dropped over, 15-all.
Another nick.
Good for her.
Not much you can do on that. I guess I would tell Charlotte, just go to the side screen no matter what.
That shot's been working so well for Morgan, I think.
Yes.
Well, let court aside.
I don't know.
Let court aside. It's always great to get the leg court, but she's lobbing and then going right back down that line with the drive. It's working really well. She controls that ball so well and she holds it on. That's the shot. Those are the shots. Make her block it with more pace on it. Soft to the backhand. That is effective.
think they're calling the right point now here. So they've got a plan.
Hard overhead.
Got it. That was a great point.
Nice point. Well played. Much more in control.
All right, let's see if we can break here.
40 points to break. There you go. Hang around long enough. This is the first time we've seen a
Yeah,
lead from
Alex.
Sikora and Morgan.
Right. I think you're right. Allison really is doing a great job in her corner over there, setting up, her shots with the lob down the line. Difference. So if you're just joining us, we have Morgan and Sikora on the near side, and Morgan is about to serve, and they are up 6-5 versus Hero and Medeiros. And Hero and Medeiros won the first set 6-0. So 6-5.
All right, this is a big game. This is their weakest serving combination with Allison Morgan serving. They haven't really been able to get settled on the if Morgan's coming to the net, if she's not coming to the net, and if Sikora is cutting off the volley or not. It hasn't really worked well, and it seems to be playing out that way again. I think they both stay back.
Or sometimes they stay back, sometimes they go in. Just, change it up and be a little more unpredictable. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I think keeping Macy kind of out of the points is a good strategy. At least they did that on that last point.
Yep, I agree. I think they have to keep testing Kiro in the screens. Making her hit pace off that side. Second guessed her shot there and went wide. I think.
That one. Great playing by Kiro though. She hung in there. She went for the right shots and ultimately won the point. I don't know. Macy came in, but I don't think she was really expecting it to come back at her.
She hasn't seen. She's been a non-factor for the last many games. They're definitely keeping the ball away from her and keeping her neutralized. And I think you're right. I think she didn't expect it. Caught flat-footed. Great hands by Sakura. Keep them in that point. The danger of the soft ball that you think is going to the backhand to Kira, right? You hit the soft deep ball and she's able to step around it and drive it. And again, that's why I think this the overhead reaches the screen is much more safe. And I think they have to really, even if it's to the forehand, hit it with pace, keep her from hitting that forehand drive off the deck.
Okay, are they in a tiebreaker? I feel like the score is wrong on isn't it 6-6 now? I think they just had their first point in a tiebreaker.
Yes.
0-31, I believe.
Great backhand.
Oh, wow. Wow, there's that backhand.
It is. That's what they've been waiting for all day, hoping that that would be a factor in this match. It hasn't been yet, but the tiebreaker is a good time for it to come out. It's a great shot. You're at we have 1-all in the tiebreaker.
Correct. I believe it's 1-2.
So he keeps their composure better in this tiebreaker.
Well, 1. Another left forward.
Opportunity to work Hero in the ad court. So congrats to our screens. Let's see if they take advantage of that. They're still playing safe in the middle of the court.
Great play.
Okay, 4-1. Sakura Morgan on the changeover. They look comfortable. They look more comfortable right now.
40 minutes ago, we were both, wondering, is this going to be a 6-0, 6-0 match? But we said that Allison would find a way, and she certainly has. I think Kira does an excellent job of pinpointing her drive to that, right shoulder of Charlotte. She's won quite a few points off
Yeah,
her.
I was just noticing. I feel like we've seen that missed volley many times, and it's right up at her right hip.
That's a testament to Kiro how well she can aim at her shot.
Time for it.
Okay. Mhm. Do you think that Kiro and Makiko are a little more worried now than they were before?
I think so. I think they know it's time for strategy, and I think we're going to see Sakura rip a backhand, and then we're going to see Morgan blitz.
Beautiful.
Blitz, but we got the backhand.
That's an unusual miss for Allison. She seems to always hit every screen over there, but
That didn't really come out much. That one stuck to the screen. 25.
that was pretty close. It worked in Allison for sure. Is anyone there?
It feels like the balance has changed, though. I think it feels like Allison and Sakura, they're leading this point now. They're leading this, the tempo of the point and the direction of strategy. Sakura's getting more cuts at her backhand, and I feel like now the momentum is, I think Kiro and Medeiros feel like they are waiting to miss the point rather than the other way around.
Yeah, and I think Morgan and Sakura are playing with a purpose now. Like they've kind of figured it out. I think Medeiros needs to do a little bit more of that, to kind of stop doing the blitzing and that one worked, I think Allison missed that volley because she saw her coming.
For sure.
If I were Kiro and Medeiros, I would step up and try to put a little more pressure on them. A little blitzing, a little faking.
Medeiros was definitely looking for the blitz opportunity there. Deep. We have a set point. Risky play by Kira, blitzing at set point, but no fear. She got her favorite forehand.
Okay, 576. She wanted that one.
She did. She wasn't afraid to take the swing. Took her eye off it at the last minute. Maybe creeping into her mind. She should take it or not. Set point. Middle decision.
40-15.
Herself very quickly.
Yeah. You know, and that's what I'm used to seeing her do. You know, that's what she does from the baseline. So first set, yeah, she really was out of the. I just think she didn't have it going on, but I really feel like Allison kind of kept her in, and now I think she's playing more like she knows how to play.
Hands by Allison Morgan, keeping herself in this point, giving them a chance to win the set here. This is and there it is. Second set goes to Sakura Morgan. And let's take a moment to see our commercial sponsors.
High performance never tasted this good. Chocolate, berries, cinnamon, agave. Fuel your body with the shot and the bar. Now available in a deliciously energizing power pack. See how much farther you can go with Remedy Plus.
Okay, we're back.
We are back to the Boston Open Grand Prix, starting the third set. Hiro Medeiros won the first set 6-love. Sakura Morgan won the second set. A tight tiebreaker, 7-6. We will see now if the strategy that was slowly getting traction with Sakura's backhand coming more into play, and Allison Morgan's deep lobs and strategic down-the-line drives that seem to be working more and more. And let's see if that grabs more momentum in the third set.
All right, so, you know, as far as the plan for Hiro and Medeiros, you know, what do you think they let down a little bit? They kind of, you know, let the door open a little bit, or do you just think that Morgan and Sakura just kind of slowly pecked their way back into the match?
Yeah, it felt more like the latter. Yeah, it felt more like the latter. I think they just kept chipping away little by little, saying nothing major changed. They kept Macy Medeiros out of most points. And I think she's kind of got cold and flat-footed over there. And when you're not hitting many balls and you're not winning points for your team, you know, you might start feeling something's got to change. And they didn't react quickly enough, but they were clearly in control of that set for most of the set until the last couple of games there. So I don't think they feel like they have to change any strategy other than hoping to get a few more balls bounce where they would prefer them to be. Macy Medeiros is going to be more involved in this set. I think she's going to force her way into the set a little bit more.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that was just a major turnaround. Just, I was, I hate to say, I was feeling bad for Morgan and Sakura. I just thought maybe this wasn't their night, but that certainly isn't the case.
We said it early. We both said it. I think Allison Morgan has a way of figuring things out. She's a very, very smart player, a strategic player. She's a grinder for sure, and I think she really was the pillar in helping turn that around. And then, of course, with Sakura's help towards the end, her backhand started finding a groove, and she was placing it and spotting it a little bit better. And now I think she has more confidence for this third set too. Sakura.
Yep. Let's see how Medeiros and Kiro respond to this. If they can
First couple of games are going to be very big this time.
I think they're waiting maybe for a new ball. Yep. I do think from the get-go, if whoever's serving on Morgan Sakura's side, they need to step up, especially Macy, and see if she can make some things happen with some blitzing again. I think, they did not hit much to her, but she needs to maybe make a few more things happen. So we'll see how that goes. Well, I think they've got their plan over on the far side, and they've got their plan now.
It's exactly what we were thinking. Macy Medeiros is making a little statement there. She's going to be involved in this set. She took probably her biggest swing I've seen her take all day, right down the line at Morgan. Not going away.
There's that pinpointed drive that I left so much from Kiro.
We've seen it all day. We've seen that all day, that shot off of the right hip of Sakura, from Kiro to Sakura. Need to figure that out.
Yeah, I believe Lynn Kiro played college tennis at Texas Tech in Texas. And Macy was SMU. Actually, I'm an alum there as well. So SMU Mustangs. She played for them. Yep. That was a great move, as I said. She put some pressure on her to try to go down the line, and she pushed it wide. I think that's what they need to do now to score in Morgan. Great lob.
It's wide.
That's what Sakura does so well on that ad side.
Yeah, I'm still confused as to why they're not playing more points that way. They look so comfortable that way. But they were able to survive the second set without it.
pulled the trigger too. I just think our points are much better now. I think that was just a little bit impatient of Sakura, but all in all, I think our points are much better than they were earlier from all teams. Hey. Do you have a score from the other stream court, Anthony?
So over on court 1, the main court is 4-all. Hannah Shinzaburi. Second set. You might be a little bit behind on that information, but Hannah Shinzaburi won the first set 6-1, and they are at 4-all in the second set. Last I checked, it was 40-love Hannah Shinzaburi, so I might be a little late with that information.
Great move by Sakura. Good duck again by Allison Morgan.
No. No.
Okay, 15:30. Yeah, Sakura definitely has, her confidence has gone up. She's really playing very well now. Making the moves, making things happen. Great lob.
As we guessed, I think Lisa McDonald is going to be a little bit more aggressive. She chose the wrong shot there, but I think we're going to continue to see that from her. But I think the momentum has shifted, and I think Sakura and Morgan are feeling a lot more confident. I think we'll continue to see them stay ahead in this set.
I should tell you, Anthony, you're never down and out in a match, no matter what.
Never.
Just, fun to see that. That was, again, another good rip.
Yep.
And I just think if Medeiros and Kiro want to come back, I think those are a lot of the plan that they need to do as well.
Absolutely, and I think that's what Morgan and Sikora have to. They have to continue to keep that ball away from Medeiros and keep working Kiro. Don't let AC get into these points because she will get more and more comfortable and confident as well.
Great move. Oh. You hate to miss those. Oh. One step away from that ball.
Yep.
40-30.
I'd like to see Kiro keep closing in instead of just staying around the service line. She's going to be much more effective if she just keeps going. Charlotte and Sikora and Allison Morgan have such great hands. If you just keep closing on them, eventually you can get them.
Great pickup by Kiro.
What a shot. That was outstanding.
Sikora had that point developing exactly how she wanted. Kiro's wrenching it. Good point, good game.
Yep, they definitely needed that. I don't want to jinx Kiro, but I feel confident with her serve. She's got a pretty good serve as long as she doesn't hit it too hard into the screen, so she can get to the net. But I can't. Yeah, that's what she has to be careful with, though. Is giving Sikora a layup shot to drive.
Caught the line. Great arm.
Yep, they got Kiro to play screen rather than having her block that ball. I think that's the difference as well.
I think we've been aware of that most of the match. That's really the work that they need to do. And
Kiro is pretty tall. She's tall, so she's able to get over there and block quite a few. So that was a good one to get behind her. Yeah, I find if you can get, Sikora or anyone to move sideways when they go to drive, you're going to be pretty successful, and I think that's what happened there. He was moving sideways to hit the drive, and that's not always going to be a good strategy. You've got to be moving forward on your drives. Like that one.
said, but we didn't have to. A little far back for that drive.
Right. But I think they're setting up. I thought they were going to start going a little more to Sakura's screen because I think they don't need to get back into that pattern that they did to let Allison control the point from the baseline from the ad side, and so they need to change that up a little bit because obviously she's been very successful at the baseline doing that. So they're still doing that pattern. I don't know. Yep.
Allison's been on that sideline with the lob all day. It's very effective. She's getting opportunities.
15 off.
That's a smart net play. You know, we had Macy coming over the middle side and then hitting it behind her was a great
Series
play.
of shots.
Wow, that was a big game, Anthony.
It was.
Yeah, now it's 3-1.
This will be the biggest game of this set for Hero Medeiros because the momentum is clearly with Morgan and Sakura right now, and if they can't stop it soon, just feel it. You just feel it going the other way. Macy Medeiros is going to feel more and more pressure to win the points like she just tried, and
Right.
that's when you get into a little bit of trouble. Yeah, it was a good swing. It was the right
She
shot.
wanted
She was
that one.
moving it to the blue. Just didn't execute, but right point, right time.
All right, so for those who are just joining us on the far side, hitting overheads in the ad court is Allison Morgan and her partner Charlotte Sakura. And on the near side in the deuce court is we've got the dog back. Is Lynn Kiro in the deuce side, the near side, and Macy Madero on the ad side.
Thank you, Heather. Sometimes we know these players all so well. Sometimes we forget to remind everyone else.
Yeah, that's what Macy Madero wants. She finally set that up for herself. It's something she needs to do.
She hasn't seen that. She hasn't seen that shot many times in the past set and a half. So.
And kudos to Morgan and Sakura for not allowing that to happen. You know, they've strategically left her out of the point many times, or hitting behind her to keep her from going for that middle forehand shot.
quick update from Court 1 semifinal. We are at 5-all in the second set. 40-30, Hanish Zabori.
Right, Zero's the serve. They are still doing their strategy going to Morgan. I'm not sure if that's really the right one to do. What do you think, Anthony?
I agree. I think Allison Morgan's will win this match for them if they try to. Is that why?
I think that it was good.
Caught. It was good.
Wow, great. It was a great volley. Yeah.
I think Allison Morgan is so comfortable in that backhand with that strategy, with the lob and the drive, that it will play to her favor. I agree. I think if they're going to win, I think they still need to test Sakura over there, who's hitting good backhands, but she's still missing some here and there. So I would be pressing her right now. She needs a lead cord winner.
I think you want to get Sakura moving sideways on her drive rather than forward, and by playing Allison, she's being able to go forward on her middle backhand drive as opposed to being played in the screens a little bit.
Sakura there, and then right to her backhand. Sakura's feeling at this point some really good backhands. Oh, great play.
What?
I felt Sakura winning that point the entire duration of that point. She just felt like she was feeling it. Peak point. So 40-15, potentially 4-2. Double break.
This has turned into quite a fun match now. Really enjoyable points. Okay.
4-2.
At the break.
4-2, Allison serving, Allison Morgan serving.
This is a game they need. This is a game they really need with Allison Morgan's serve. We've got to take advantage.
This is Sakura. This is Kira Medeiros' best opportunity to win a game here on Allison Morgan's serve. And you just saw the same thing that's been happening all day, right? Allison Morgan serves, and Kira drives right behind Sakura's paddle. Right off the right hip. So effective. Allison Morgan's cheering her on. That was the absolute right shot.
Yes.
At the right time. She just didn't get it that time, but that's going to win the points.
Another good lob. You're lobbing well.
Yep.
I'm not sure what happened there.
A little mental lapse. It didn't look like anything happened there.
I feel like they're controlling Morgan is controlling the net so well.
Morgan and Sikora looked at each other to say, we got away with one there. We put it right on Kiro's forehand, but we got away with it, and now it's 30-15. Pressure by Kiro.
Got it.
He closed nicely
Bigger
on
points
that
of the
one.
match. 30 all, 4-2. Allison Morgan comes up big to add in. Potential to go up 5-2.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Kiro didn't go for that shot. It seemed like it was in her range of picking off, but
Come on. Wow. Good strike. Nice.
I think they're just playing right into their hand now.
They are.
Was it deuce, I think? Okay.
Yes, it
now
must have been deuce. I think yes. I think we had the score wrong on the scoreboard, but now
had
it's
the wrong score. Yep.
right. So here we are. Add in. Game point. That's unfortunate for Kiro Medeiros. In goes to Sikora and Morgan. 5-2 on the changeover. And his update on the next court is second set tiebreaker. 3-all.
They're having a good one over there as well.
So, Heather, do you think Kiro Medeiros can recover at 5-2 here? It feels like this whole match, the balance has been slowly just ticking towards Sikora and Morgan, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to recover at this point. I feel like they're...
The only way I think is if they change their strategy and not hitting into Morgan's corner and having her set up the whole shot so that either she hits a good one down the line or it comes to Sikora's backhand. They need to change that strategy. So there's one. Let's see what they do here.
great pressure by Bora. You know, I can speak from experience on this. Sometimes when these changes happen so slowly, you feel like you don't need to change your strategy because you just feel like, oh, you know what, it's been working, it's working. Maybe I just need to execute a little bit better. And you don't recognize it until it's too late. And I think we're right at that verge where it's too late. And I think you're absolutely right playing Allison Morgan in that corner. It was working earlier only because they were off a little bit. It's not working now. And if they don't recognize it, and they haven't recognized it, it's the wrong strategy right now.
Right, and of course, you know, we'll have the bird's eye view,
Yes.
but, you know, Sakura's moving over to the middle so much. It's just if they could just hit behind her softly for her, and then go back to Morgan. But I think just focusing on Morgan only is not helping them at all.
She's solid as a rock over there right now.
Oh, great hands up at the net. They saved that
Saved
one.
it. Well, I'll take that point any day, though. If I'm Sakura and Morgan, it's right where they wanted to be.
Yeah, you don't have time. I'd rather get a nice workout in an hour and a half. Have a nice day.
Oh, great get by us. Oh, it didn't go over.
Oh,
Great try.
yeah. But see, notice how they shifted the ball over to Sakura's corner, kind of opened things up a little bit, and she was able to hit that spin shot into the middle.
All right.
I think that was a great play. I think that's Allison's bread and butter shot off that side wire.
It is.
She's been very successful with
Very
it.
successful, very comfortable. Easy motion for her. Loose swing.
Yeah, solid serve though, you know.
Advantage, Kira Medeiros.
See how they got Charlotte or Sakura to move sideways
Yes.
to hit that ball? They placed it in the perfect
You're right,
spot.
and you've noticed that a few times today, and that does seem to be
Yeah.
her biggest weakness. She'll
Only because
make
I
the
played-
ball.
That's because I played her many times, and that's what you have to do. That's
She doesn't necessarily
Otherwise-
miss it, but she doesn't have the power or the control when she's moving sideways. That ball just went a little wide. So now we're at 5-3
Sakura serving.
with Sakura serving. And I was just informed that the match on court 1 is over, with Hanish and Zobori winning the tiebreaker, so they won in 2 sets. Great exchange there.
Yeah.
Here, a lot of pressure. Allison Morgan never flinched. Made some nice volleys.
Nice try, Lance.
They've got her into that screen, Anthony. Yeah.
They did. There's not many holes over there, but that's one we would be working.
Right, 30-15. And that brings us to match point.
Nice sprint, Lynn. Yeah, Lynn. Woo.
One match point saved, 40 serving 30. Great swing by Kuro.
All right.
That's the match.
That's it.
So,
Wow.
Heather, they had a little bit more faith in themselves, staying in the forehand and backhand as they did, Morgan and Sakura, and it really worked to their favor. They gained momentum throughout the match and settled very nicely at 6-3 in the third set. Any final thoughts or comments?
Well, again, just it's a testament to whether you lose this first set 6-0 or not, or down. You're never really down as long as, you know, obviously they needed to play better, but they just chipped away until finally in the third set, they actually were the ones that had the momentum. And I don't think that maybe when Kyrgios and Maduro look back at this, they might see maybe a strategy change they needed to take, and they didn't in that third set.
Well, that's a wrap for today. Thank you very much for being with us. We will meet you back here again at 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow for the men's semifinals. Have a good evening, everyone.
Thanks, Anthony. Good night.
High performance never tasted this good. Chocolate, berries, cinnamon, agave. Fuel your body with the shot and the bar. Now available in a deliciously energizing power pack. See how much farther you can go with Remedy Plus.